became proud when they were in power, right? Because they're ruling. They trampled down all their enemies, they feel boastful. Okay, they don't accredit to those things that the Most High gave them to their kingdom. Okay, so they, in their own folly, they become proud.
And it says, why is earth and ashes proud? There is not more a wicked thing than a covetous man. For such as one setteth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels. But then if I skip down to verse 12, and it says, the beginning of pride is when one departed from God, and his heart is turned away from his maker.
Right, so you don't consider everything the Most High does. You think it's of your own self to do these things. And anything that you gain in the world, you believe that you attribute that to yourself. You know, so you forget about the Heavenly Father, about how He controls everything. Okay, that's pride.
And it says, for pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination.
Right, so when you become proud, you do evil. Okay, you do more and more evil because you're not thinking about the Heavenly Father, His Son. You're out there doing of your own will. You know, so-called your own will. Believing in whatever you want to believe in. You know, but that makes you go off, man. That makes you do all kinds of abominations that displease the Lord, man. They go on.
And it says, for pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination. And therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly.
Right, so that's the punishment of the proud. Oh, the Bible read in the previous scripture.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 1. The word of the Lord Yahweh came also unto me, saying, thou shalt not take thee a wife, neither shalt thou have sons or daughters in this place. For thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, concerning the sons and concerning the daughters that are born in this place, and concerning their mothers that bear them, and concerning their fathers that begat them in this land. They shall die of grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented.
Yeah, so they shall die of grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented. Hey, because the thing is hey, that's what the Lord's getting ready to do, man. That's what the Lord's getting down with, man. Because more or less, hey, the time we're in is a time of death and destruction. You got people, you got niggas losing their minds, creating a knife crime epidemic in London. You got, hey man, you got anywhere you go on the planet Earth, all that's going on is death and destruction. What's going on in the Middle East, man? You go to Syria, that banks, man, a carpet bombing that shit up, left, right, and center, man. Russia's carpet bombing up one side, Turkey's carpet bombing up one side, America's carpet bombing up one side. That's, hey man, death and destruction. That's all that's, hey man, that's all that's left to come upon this place, man. Because all the, hey man, the unrighteousness is going on there. It's, hey man, it's reached fever pitch. What goes on out there, man? All kinds of unrighteous dealings, man. Go on.
It says, they shall die of grievous deaths.
Yeah, it didn't even say they'll just die deaths. It says they'll die grievous deaths. A grievous death, that's like, oh man. That's like, hey man, you're getting attacked by a wild dog, that nigga eats half your stomach out, then you limp away and you're still surviving, then someone finds you, chops your arms and legs off and cooks them, eats them, and you're just there like with your stumps and half your stomach missing. And then like right at the end, man, then you get the guillotine, man. That's, hey man, a grievous death. Because it's not, hey, it's not gonna be that. There's a lot of people thinking like, oh, you know, well, if martial law happens, I'll just get someone to blow my brains out. Teaching the Bible, man. Where you from?
Israel.
Oh. Okay, I've got one for you. Go on, Revelation 2:9.
This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 9.
So Israel, yeah. Okay, go on.
And it says, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not.
So it says, so the Bible's basically saying there's going to be a group of people that are calling themselves Jews and are not. Okay, go on. What is supposed to say on this group of people?
But are the synagogue of Satan.
What are the synagogue of Satan? What the news I have to tell you right now is you're not the true Jews of the Bible.
כן, מה זה אומר? נראה לי, לא הבנתי.
Let me get Jeremiah 14 and 2. Because, hey, look, the Bible describes the appearance of the true Jews.
This is Jeremiah chapter 14 and 2. Judah mourneth.
Judah mourneth. So you know Jew is short for Judah. Yeah? Judah mourneth.
And the gates thereof languish.
So the gates are language. So the leadership is language. So if you look at the state of Israel, you know you've got prime ministers, you've got parliaments, you've got your leadership. Your leadership's fine. But you look at the so-called Negroes and Hispanics, they don't have any form of leadership. They're all messed up. They're not even accepted as a true nation. They're just basically, they call them African Americans. But then that means they're not really American. They're just like extras, man. But go on, so the Jews language says what?
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground.
So it says the Jews are black onto the ground.
Wait, you love Israel or don't love Israel? The Jews.
The state of Israel, I hate it. Do you know what God said He's going to do to the state of Israel? Get Amos chapter 1. Man.
Why you hate Israel?
Because you
Okay,
guys
what has the state of Israel done since it was enslaved? Do you know the history? Do you know the history of the state of Israel?
man, you guys.
Why do you have to not love Israel?
Because you guys ain't the Israelites.
Why should I love Israel? What has
Why
Israel
is it-
done?
why not?
No. What has Israel done that I should love it? If I'm going to love something, you got to do something for me. It's like if you love
What
for
is
example,
that?
here's an example. You could love a boy, but if that guy beats the shit out of you for no reason, then that is an unhealthy love.
They didn't do anything.
You stole our identity, man. You read the Bible, it says the Jews are black.
We stole you the
Yeah. Do you know where you guys come from? Do you know where you guys come from?
Israel.
No.
All over the world.
You in Israel in 1948.
Esau,
Where were you
man.
before?
From
All
Esau.
over the world.
All over Europe, man. And where did you originate from before that?
No, you didn't.
No, not from Israel, man.
Israel is not from Europe.
came-
No, not everybody is from
You came
Europe.
from the caves of
Came
Jordan.
from the
Not everyone is from Europe.
You know the Khazars?
Khazar
The Khazar Empire.
That's your empire.
That's your heritage.
Esau, Edom.
Israel's not good, man.
Israel is yes
So then
good.
why are you blowing up the Gaza Strip?
I'm just in
What for the West Bank, man? Why are you trying to build houses on the West Bank? Didn't you make the agreement? Didn't you make the agreement that you were going to let them have their side and you have your side? Why do you now want to build houses on their side? Give me a fucking break, man. About Israel's good, man.
I love Israel.
Give me a
We're not
break.
from Europe
The
though.
cave dweller as well.
Oh, you're from the Middle East. You're not from Israel, though.
We love Israel. We want
Oversized rats.
Saying, why we gotta love Israel?
Some human
the thing
rats.
is that's what these so-called Jews got the whole world doing. Either you love Israel or you're the devil. The thing is like even Hitler. This guy has been basically made onto the devil incarnate on the planet Earth because he so-called gassed 6 million Jews. Bro, there's guys with higher death counts, man. There's guys who's done way higher into millions of the death counts, and they actually killed these people, man. They didn't just fabricate up, oh, their man was gassed up. Show me, where were all these bodies at, man? These guys basically used that humongous psyop to get the land of Israel. What's gone on since they've got in there? Death and destruction, man.
got one.
The British Army basically gave them that land.
Yep.
It was basically the Western powers expanded into the Middle East.
Yeah.
What have they been doing? doing, they've been pushing, basically the agenda of the United States and the West has been pushed primarily by Israel. Israel represents an interest, man. Why? Energy, oil, power. That's what this so-called white man wants. He wants all the resources on the world for himself. That's what Israel represents about love Israel. What the fuck? These guys are blowing up kids, man. The IDF is basically involved in sending air fighter planes to blow up kids. I meant to love that. Give me a fucking break, man. Them guys are basically stolen our identity, and they're basically over there making a hot mess of everything. But hey, man, the Lord got it set up.
Zechariah 9:6, and a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod.
Yeah, a bunch of bastards, man. You see how these guys, man, you see these so-called Jew babies, man. They got some wonky ass heads, some crooked ass things. What the hell? They look, that's meant to be the children of God. Give me a break, man.
Hey man, our people are clean people, man. Them fuckers are dirty, man. Them fuckers look like they ain't washed. Man, every
These guys
single
were
Jew
up in caves eating worms from granny's vagina, man.
Yeah.
Like that's what they were. It's recorded history that they were actually doing that.
And wearing clothes to it
But
deteriorate.
then they're trying to tell us about no. Give me a break, go on.
This is Jeremiah chapter 50 and 11. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage, because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass and bellow as bulls.
Yeah, these guys basically, they got all kinds of goodness, man. They fucked over Jake. The thing is, even back then as well, like when Jake was getting taken down, these guys were cheering them on, man, aiding and assisting, man. Go on.
Verse 12, your mother shall be sore confounded, she that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. Verse 13.
That judgment, man, upon America, it's gonna get converted because whatever. These guys are out here, these so-called Jews are able to be out here going Israel. Well, they ain't going on very much longer, man. A nuclear war's brewing. You know what I'm talking about? It's when you go back there, you got motherfucking Iran that's like 30 meters away, wanting to nuke your ass, man. Deal with that, you dumb fucks. Alright, Israel, man, give me a break. Fucking hell, go on.
I got one.
Go on.
Isaiah 26:10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet he will not learn righteousness.
Yeah, these guys all up in the land. And where the favor was shown. Them man have got gay parades popping off. Kosher pig. Bro, I was watching a video. And I don't know how they balance that.
What is this?
Ask him.
What is it?
We're teaching the Bible, man. You know, have you read the Bible? You familiar with it? Well, there's a nation called Israel in the Bible, which are like basically the principal nation the Bible's about. That's us. Saying, oh, like you get it, but you don't know anything about the Bible.
So why are you doing this?
It's just as real. When you see the people on that sign, they don't know who they are. We need to awaken them to who they are. And when everyone knows who they are, and we're telling people, hey, World War III is coming, the RFID chip, the implantable RFID microchip, that is the mark of the beast in the Bible. And hey man, there's prophecy which are coming to pass right this minute.
Do you think World War III is coming?
It's already happening, man. What the hell are you talking about? Have you seen what's going on in the Middle East? If you look up Iran proxy wars in Iran, they're going on right this minute. That's World War III right now happening before your eyes. Why do you think Russia's in Syria, America's in Syria, the UK's in Syria? World War III is already happening. Why? If they ordered strikes on Syria, if that's not the start of a war, I don't know what is. If you look back at the history of World War I, World War II, those weren't seen as starting. When the first couple months, they weren't even seen as wars. They just thought, oh, this is just a normal war. Then basically they realized as it dragged on that this is a bigger war, man. They called the first one the Great War. The second one was World War II.
It's when the historians they look back to where it really started, man. They don't recognise that at the time of it happening.
Yeah, when it was when Germany invaded Poland, no one was thinking, oh, this is the start of war.
Yeah.
Just like right now, what you're going on in Syria. No one's sitting there thinking, oh, okay, this is World War III. Go on.
Isaiah chapter 9 and 5. And it says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood.
So basically, as wars have worked in history, it's always been people fighting, as basically using, it's been weapons like in hands, like swords, spears, bows and arrows, even up to guns and explosives. But gone.
But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
So this third war, this third world war that we're coming into, this great ultimate judgment the Lord's getting ready to do, is going to be on a nuclear scale. Because, hey man, technology is advanced. You go back to World War II, they dropped the A-bomb. The thermonuclear missiles capability we have now is, I think, 200 times the destructive capability of the atom bomb. And that's what North Korea's got. That's what Iran, they've got their nuclear, they've been enriching uranium for long. They definitely have nukes, which is the big problem that all this is over. Basically, Iran's nuclear program. And if you watch the news, Trump was basically saying, hey man, the nuclear program, the nuclear deal with Iran, that's bullshit. And what was Iran saying? Iran was saying, look man, if you guys don't agree to the deal, we're gonna do whatever the fuck we want to do. That's called World War III.
I got precept. Second Ezra 16 and 35. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot in the ends of the world.
That's it, man. The arrows are sharp, and the arrows that are being loaded, the bow is basically the silo that the ICB's intercontinental ballistic missile comes out of. And the arrows are them thermonuclear warheads attached onto them missiles, man, onto them rockets. So it says they're going to be fired, they're not going to miss. You got these what are they called, man? Missile defense systems that are meant to be able to shoot Iron Dome. Those missile defense systems are untested. Why? Because if you test it and it fails, that means you're gonna blow your own people up, man. So they say they've got all this indestructible like missile defense system. The Lord said it ain't gonna work. And it's like you even watch Watchmen, and Watchmen they had like what you call it, Dr. Manhattan. And they'll say even Dr. Manhattan, that guy had spiritual power. And even they'll say even with him, he might not stop all the missiles. There's hundreds upon hundreds of millions of missiles that are gonna be flying around. Some Iron Dome missile defense systems meant to stop it. Right.
This is Isaiah chapter 54 and 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire.
So that Smith's talking about, hey man, these German scientists, if you know anything about after World War II, basically this is how the Cold War started, man. Basically the German scientists after World War II, they were split between Russia and America. And that's when they started developing into advanced weaponries, thermonuclear capabilities. And that's what extended. Basically, this new, after the A-bomb got dropped, everyone was like, yo, you need that technology or you've lost the war already. And Russia and America, after World War II, those were the two key powers, man, the USSR.
Why this image?
And say that again?
Why that image?
Because that's the description in the Bible. His feet were bronze like copper and hair white like wool.
Oh,
okay, my bad.
Well, okay,
Oh, you knew the answer to it.
I was asking.
So why that image? Why not that image?
I'm asking you. You have it.
You asked me the question.
Yeah,
why that image? I don't. Is there a problem with that? No. Is it a problem? Is it good? Is it bad?
I don't have an issue with the image. I'm asking you why the image.
There shouldn't be a problem, man.
I didn't say it was a problem. I just asked why the picture.
This is far closer to the biblically accurate image. That's why.
So you quoted Revelation. That's the reason for this picture. What is Revelations 1? 1:13, 15 say?
Revelation
Hold on,
chapter.
hold on. Have you read it before?
Of course, I'm asking.
Okay, well, I
I'm
mean,
just curious why you base it on the, you base it on Revelations. Let's hear what it says.
okay, go on. Go on.
Revelation chapter 1 and 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man.
So, you know what that's talking about?
I just want to hear. I'm curious how we got there. I'm not trying to be argumentative. I'm asking.
Clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were like unto fire, and his feet and his eyes were like as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
Right.
That's, you know, that's it.
And who wrote Revelations?
Say it again, sir.
And who wrote Revelations? And who wrote Revelations?
John.
John had a dream. This was a dream, or is what he saw?
I'll read the first verse. Yes, we're answering you with the Bible. Revelation chapter 1. The revelation of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, which God gave unto him to shew unto his servants things which will shortly come to pass.
Yeah.
So it was a dream? Or it was revelation?
Vision.
Vision. So he didn't physically see it.
No, he did.
It was revealed to him?
He did.
The thing is, as far as Revelation is concerned, yeah, it's a vision. It's a vision. Okay. It's a vision, yes.
So it was a vision. He didn't physically see it. It was revealed to him in a dream? Or as of here?
As far as Revelation is concerned.
Can I read it again, please?
No, okay, yeah. Well, it's, yeah, because, okay, yeah.
So
Yeah,
it was a dream. He didn't see it.
Yeah,
Physically didn't see that.
Yeah.
So how do you know?
Revelation is concerned.
So do all humans have the ability to dream?
Yeah.
So how do you distinguish between a dream and what is
When it
godly divine?
when it comes to us.
Yep.
Okay, he just said shortly. So define shortly.
Surely come to pass.
The thing is, okay, so
I'm not trying to be argumentative. I know I've seen you guys before.
the thing is,
I'm asking
look, bro, you can say that's
I'm not being
cool.
argumentative.
So
I'm asking.
this was written around 98.
You understand? First off, I agree.
Hold on. No.
First, I agree.
Hold on.
I'm not
Thing
saying
is,
I disagree.
Let's deal with.
I do agree.
Bro,
What are you doing, man?
bro.
I'm asking you for whoever comes up.
Bro, let me deal with what you said. So you said, okay, can anyone drink an amount? What was it you said again?
I said, do all humans have the capability to dream? And how does one distinguish between a dream? You keep saying that,
Oh yeah, you
and
said
then you said
Yeah,
shortly.
you
So
said
then I
shortly.
asked you,
Okay, so
define shortly. Because I'm about
where'd
to
you
go
put it?
eat shortly,
yeah.
but that doesn't mean I'm about to
Okay,
eat
cool.
2,000 years from now.
So this was written around 98. This was written around 90 AD. Shortly is is when the Lord wants, man. There is no time. The thing is okay.
So if that's so, how do you distinguish between that's what he's going to look like and that's what he currently looks like? Because I hear what the Bible says. That's what he's supposed to look like in the future. But how do we know what he looks like now?
No. We're gonna deal with one issue at a time. Okay, yeah. Read Hebrews 1:1. Let's do it. You said shortly, yeah? Let's do that shortly.
Hebrews chapter 1.
So now we're going to the Old Testament.
No.
We're in the New Testament.
Yes.
Hebrews. Sorry. Hebrews.
Hebrews chapter 1. God, who at sundry times and in diverse manners spake in times past unto the fathers by the prophets, had in these last days.
Having these last days. So in the time of 90 AD, it was already the last days before them. So basically, it's like the last, from when Yahushua was on the scene, it was the last days from then.